injuries were a big problem last year. You've had some problems with that too, but looking healthy now, and with guys like Dante and Mario still yet to get back onto the field, how's the wide receiving core been?
I think we've been really well. A lot of the young guys have stepped up and they've had to learn, the playbook quicker than, most people have, but I think they've stepped up to the challenge. And, me and Matt, who we're really the only two who have seen any time outside of the younger guys, so we're trying to just, lead by example. But, Mario and Dante, they're on the sidelines helping out. So I think it's been a good transition. We'll be happy to have them back, but, so far I think it's going all right.
Now, it seems the team had a lot of depth last year, but it just seemed like the injury plague just kept on coming. Now, do you think spring ball's a good time to find out which players can really step up when injuries do happen? And did you see any players who could fill that role this season?
Oh, I think everybody. I mean, all of our receivers, we feel like they can step up and play, but at all positions. I mean, seasons are long, and we're going to have injuries. There's no question, but it's just about stepping up. And I think from top to bottom, everybody on our roster, can go out and make plays. So I feel like the coaches are confident in that, and I think we're ready for the season to come.
So do you think last season really toughened you guys up? Do you think that was as bad as the injuries were? Do you think that was a great learning experience for you guys?
Yeah, definitely a good learning experience. I mean, nobody wants to lose 13 guys to season-ending injury, but we finished it how we wanted to with a bowl victory. We wish we could have had 4 of the last 5, but we didn't. But we just had to move on and set our goals to a bowl victory. We got lucky getting in the game, and we played our butts off. I think we deserved the win. We stepped up.
So Tyler said Tyler Townsend said you've been one of the guys who has really stepped up so far this spring. What do you have to say? What do you credit that to? What in the off season did you really work on?
I mean, we just all the receivers working hard in the off season. Catching balls with the quarterbacks and just getting time in after weightlifting. But that's just all credit to my teammates and. All of our receivers really are stepping up, and we have great quarterbacks, and we have a great offensive line. So whenever they ask me to make a play, I just try to do it.
Yeah, there's a new offensive line with 3 or 4 new starters. What's it like working with a new unit?
It's interesting, but it's fun. They're all good guys, and they're all hard workers. They want to be the starters just as much as the guys that are out. So they have something to prove. They feel like so they're out here working their butt off every day just to more and more playing time. They're just out here trying to do the best they can, and I think they're doing a great job.
Yeah, and how's the transition been with that so far?
I think it's been really good. I think if you watch the first 2 scrimmages, I think we moved the ball really well. We were able to run the ball. We were able to pass the ball. We were able to get time. So, all in all, I mean, just from my perspective, I think they're doing a really good job.
Yeah, and you just had a lot of teammates participate in Pro Day. What was it like seeing guys that you've played with get this chance to show off for scouts from the Colts and the Browns and some other NFL teams?
It's always a good day when you get an interview with a pro team, and I've seen all these guys in here working out, and I've seen they all went away and trained, they came back and they looked good, and I thought they all put up good times. So all in all, proud of them, and I really hope that a lot of guys get on the team this year.
Now Matt was talking about how some of the new guys came in, and they're already making an impact in spring. How have you guys been helping their transition in coming onto the squad?
I think the biggest thing is just trying to help them feel comfortable and just help them feel comfortable being out there. Because I know, especially when I was younger, there was a lot of things I was doing that was awkward because there weren't things I was doing before. So now that I feel comfortable out there playing my game, just to assure them that hey, you're going to feel comfortable at some point. If you don't know the plays, ask us. We know what's going on. Don't go out there and don't know what you're doing. That's the worst thing you could do. So just to really for them just to get the playbook down, and I think that's pretty much our main goal.
Yeah, and last thing, how have you been dealing with the weather? Matt told us that he doesn't wear Under Armour because it's in high school made him fumble, but you obviously have sleeves on.
Yeah.
Why wear the sleeves?
I don't wear them in the game, so we're like complete opposites. Sometimes he wears them in the game. I never wear them in the game, but for practice, I like to be warm. Even though most of the games we play, if they're at nighttime, they're pretty cold. But that's just my thing. In practice, I'll wear long sleeves, but in the games, I don't do it. I don't know why. I've lived here all my life, but so the cold doesn't bother me a ton, but I like to still be warm.